I'd also like to speak just a moment on a bill that's going to come up this week, talking about the unborn. I'd like to say a few words today in support of the Pain-Capable Unborn Child Protection Act, of which I'm a proud co-sponsor in the Senate. Simply put, this legislation protects unborn babies from unimaginable pain. Every child is a blessing, and I'm incredibly fortunate God has blessed my wife and myself with 2 great boys and 3 grandsons. I will never forget the day we found out we were going to have our first child. It was life-changing. When the doctor gave us the exciting news, we were overjoyed, but at the same time, a bit overwhelmed. We were young, like most parents. We were going to become parents. We weren't going to have a baby. There's a difference. Like every expecting mother, my wife was glowing. She may not have felt great and maybe didn't think she was glowing, but I assure you she was. I'll never forget seeing our baby on the ultrasound for the first time and feeling him kick. And the day my first son was born, holding for the very first time, was one of the most incredible moments of my life. When the doctor told us we were going to have our second child, I was concerned we couldn't possibly love this second child as much as we did the first. But wow, how I was wrong. And then later in life, my wife and I have been blessed with 3 grandsons who are all great. There's no greater love than that of a parent. It can't be rivaled by love of a grandparent. Believe me, my 3 grandchildren know how to tug at my heartstrings. My children and grandchildren are why I'm here in the Senate, fighting for them and others like them, to have a better future for my fellow Georgians, for them, and all Americans. We live in the most compassionate country in the world, Madam President. We send food, clothing, and medicine all over the world to help save the underprivileged children and families who are struggling to find the basic things they need to survive. It's extremely troubling, therefore, that our country's compassion for life is absent here at home. Only 7 countries in the world allow parents to abort a baby after 5 months. Only 7. And that's not a list that America should aspire to be a part of. According to the Congressional Budget Office, over 10,000 unborn babies, 20 weeks or older, are killed in America every year. Imagine that for a moment. Each year, more than 10,000 lives who feel and react to pain, having their lives brutally taken from them. In my view, this is a national disgrace. It's absolutely unconscionable, Madam President. I cannot believe protecting life, especially the unborn, is an actual subject of debate. One would think this would be an issue of unity. But debate on this important legislation could not have come at a more urgent time. Recent gruesome videos describe the harvesting and selling of fetal organs and remind our nation just how barbaric the abortion industry has become. As a parent and now a grandparent, it's difficult to imagine that something so horrific can happen in a country as compassionate as America. Our nation must promote a culture that values all life. We must protect the innocent and the most vulnerable among us, especially the unborn. Madam President, we can protect unborn babies from unimaginable pain. We can protect life. That's why I support this legislation. That's why I co-sponsored it, and I urge my colleagues to take it very seriously. Madam President, I yield my time back and note the absence of a quorum.